back, everyone. I'd just like to introduce Mark Donaldson, founder and CEO of Quantuity Analytics Inc, leads in AI machine learning and designing MLM and ITO startups. Building technology for real-world transportation and safety challenges, Quantuity Solutions is a patent-pending AI sensor technology used by commercial transportation and municipal bus fleets. At this time, please join me in welcoming our keynote speaker, Mark Donaldson, founder and CEO of Quantuity Analytics Inc.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. My apologies for being late today. A beautiful rear ender in lane 3, 4 cars. Yeah, it was pretty bad. So it is an honor to be here, to be back here at TMU, my alma mater, Ted Rogers School of Management, speaking to the next generation of innovators, builders, and leaders. Thank you to the organizers for inviting me here to be here today for the T-League conference. And today's theme is the mission first mindset. And I want to talk to you about what that really means, not in theory, but in practice. Not as a slogan, but as a way of living, building, and making decisions that actually matter. Because mission isn't something you write on a website. Mission is something you become. So my mission didn't start with a business plan. It started with a no. A few years ago, I submitted a proposal for a 5G connected AI solution for transportation in Montreal, or Montréal. My engineer and I had hardware ready. We had the experience. We had technical depth. We were accepted into the early rounds. A vendor even gave us a free 5G dev kit to help us compete. We were ready. Then one of the stakeholders broke protocol and asked for a personal Zoom meeting. And I was like, I knew from my experience, this wasn't going to end too well. So in technology, especially in AI, not many people look like me. Not many people have my background either. And despite being more than qualified, despite having everything lined up, we were rejected. I was frustrated. I was disappointed, but I certainly wasn't defeated. I turned to my engineer, Vimal, and said, you know what? We're going to do brakes. Brakes are the #1 regulatory requirement in trucking. We're going to use AI on embedded devices to make brakes safe, reliable, and easier to inspect, measure, and monitor. We're going to solve the biggest safety problem in transportation today. And he looked at me and said, okay, Mark, where do we begin? And that was the moment Quantuity Analytics really was born. Mission first, not trend first, not hype first, mission first. So people often ask me, why didn't anyone else think of solving this air brake problem sooner? And I tell them, because they weren't a driver. So I'm a licensed driver. I still hold my license 20 years later today. But let me take you back. I started my career in electronics engineering. Then I moved into IT. At the time, I thought those two words were completely unrelated. I thought I'd broken my own career. I thought I was drifting. Then the dot-com crash hit. I was working at Nortel's Bell Northern Research Center in Keynote, Ontario. Overnight, the industry collapsed. Jobs disappeared. Careers evaporated. I had to make a decision, not for prestige, but for survival. So I went to the StatsCan website and looked at which industries were hiring the most. The supply chain sector was #1. They hire the most number of Canadians out of any industry, supply chain sector. Trucking was part of that ecosystem. It paid well, it was stable, and it was honest work. So I became a licensed truck driver. Not because it was glamorous, not because it was part of a master plan, but because I had a responsibility to put food on the table and keep my family together. It was a hard chapter. It cost me things personally and dearly, but it also gave me something I never expected, real-world experience that would later become the foundation of my mission today. Years later, I realized something profound. And adding real-world trucking experience made me uniquely qualified to solve a problem no one else could see. What felt like a detour was actually preparation. What felt like a downgrade became the missing piece. What felt like a weakness became my greatest strength. Today, I'm a member of the SAE, Society of Automotive Engineers, IEEE, and the IEEE Signal Processing Society. And all of those pieces, electronics, IT, RF wireless, embedded machine learning, and trucking and electronics, and everything I've done up to this point converged into the exact skill set required to build the Sentinel Wireless Edge AI Smart Sensor for brake measurement and monitoring. Mission first means trusting that your path is equipping you for a purpose you may not see way down into the future. Let me tell you about the moment I thought we couldn't do it. When Will and I started building the Sentinel Intelligent Brake Sensor, we didn't know if it was possible. We didn't know if we could meet the functional requirements. We didn't even know if AI on an edge device could perform real-time metrology of a foundation air brake system. But we showed up every single day from August to November, no days off. From August to November, I was at the DMZ every day, sometimes alone, because I refused to let the mission die on the table. And then one day, it clicked. I realized if the human brain and eyes can do it, AI can do it too. One model, one job. Human cognition at the wheel on every foundation air brake of a commercial vehicle. 99% less data across a wireless network. Smart, safe, reliable. And guess what? It worked. We filed our provisional patent in December 2022, 1 month after we got it working. 1 year later, we then secured our PCT non-provisional patent for Canada, USA, and Mexico, pretty much covering North America. Mission first means you don't wait for permission. You build until the impossible becomes inevitable. In the world of AI, it's easy to chase trends. It's easy to build something impressive, but it's harder to build something impactful. I even turned down an M&A offer because money wasn't the mission. I didn't want Sentinel to end up on a shelf. I didn't want the world's most important brake safety solution to disappear into a competitor's filing cabinet. Integrity matters, reputation matters, mission matters. Mission first means choosing impact over applause. But let me be honest with you. Bootstrapping is bloody hard. Traction is hard. Accounting is hard. It's all hard. I struggle with bookkeeping so much that I spent 6 weeks working with AI to build a Python program, believe it or not, that extracts financial data from my account for all of my financial information that my accountant needed from Excel and PDF statements to put into the file format needed to file my taxes. I had to start over twice using AI to do this. The third time, I learned how to work with AI at a human pace. AI is an incredible tool. And it became one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had with any piece of technology ever. AI is the most transformational tool humans have ever created, in my opinion. Mission first means doing the unglamorous work with excellence, especially when you don't feel like doing it. It was non-negotiable, and I did it anyway. So, what are the 6 principles for a mission-first life, in my opinion? So, to conclude, we begin with number 1. Join clubs, case competitions, analytics groups, ML groups. Learn to present, learn to communicate, and especially learn to collaborate. And here we are today. You guys are doing it right now. Number 2, challenge yourself. Right? Challenge yourself beyond comfort, which is actually number 1. But you want to put yourself in places that are just outside your comfort zone. Number 2, your network is your net worth. Remember this. People are always on the opposite side of any opportunity you're looking to pursue. It's never something, it's always someone. It's not who you know, it's also who knows you. Number 3, people leave people, not jobs. Choose excellence for yourself, but choose grace for other people. Not everyone's going to be like you, and not everyone's going to meet your expectations, and that's okay, right? Compromise is a life skill. Learn it and use it every day. Number 4, learn while you earn. Take one paid course every quarter. Create a calendar reminder to do this, because trust me, you're going to get caught up in all the stuff that life, and you're going to forget. Invest in skills with a high return on investment, not the dumb stuff. You can all do the dumb stuff from time to time, but you got to invest in the valuable stuff. Number 5, discipline fueled by desire is what determines your destiny in life. Okay? I learned Mandarin Chinese on my own because I showed up every week. I even got a minor by accident in Chinese language and culture studies. Okay? Discipline is the multiplier of talent. And really, the last one, as a former licensed financial planner, I hated that job, I really did. But I learned a lot. Okay? Inflation is the hidden tax we all have to pay. Become an owner, not just a consumer. Own an iPhone, buy Apple stock. Own an Android, buy Google stock. Time in the market always beats timing the market. Stay invested for the long term and don't sell. So, Mission First is built through habits, not hype. In closing, I'll leave you with this. Mission is what carried me through rejection. Mission is what kept me going when the sensor didn't work. I didn't know it was going to work. Mission is what made me turn down money that didn't align with my mission or my values. Mission is what built Sentinel, a solution that will make roads safe for millions all across North America. And mission is what will carry you through your own impossible moments. Your mission is your compass. Your integrity is your engine. Your discipline is your fuel. Put those together, and the impossible becomes possible. Thank you.
All right, so let's give another round of applause to Mark Donaldson. And then also, we also have
Give one more round of applause, guys.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, everyone.